So let's talk some more about how England is being abused. Decolonising the curriculum towards a manifesto. Well, that's fucking terrifying. Oh, God.
Oh boy.
This workshop is the second in a series of state-of-the-art events that will explore ways to confront exclusion through decolonising the curriculum and to learn from the experiences of a range of scholars, students, and other stakeholders in the university. Heck. Confirmed participants include Gaminda K. Barbara, Professor of Post-Colonial and Decolonial Studies. How's that thing? Some loser who's the author and Torch Global South Visiting Fellow. No, yeah, all these traditional English names. Dr. Malachi McIntosh, who heads Our Migration Story at the Runnymede Trust. And Common Ground, a movement that sets out to examine Oxford's colonial past in the context of its present-day inequalities. Present-day inequalities.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, that the picture down there, I know it's supposed to be a globe, but at first glance, it looked like a bunch of unwashed asses.
What's the difference?
Is it really?
Okay, here we go. Oxford University professor suggested a decolonising music syllabus to make it less white European.
Ah, yes.
All the fucking musical instruments are white European, you fucking idiots.
No, 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 no. Remember, they were all, of course, stolen and appropriated from everyone else but whites. Mozart was black, did you know?
Well, if Mozart was black, that means we get to keep him, doesn't
Oh, yes. Wait, what?
it? Well, they want to decolonise the syllabus and make the subject more inclusive following pressure from Black Lives Matter demonstrations. The fuck does Black Lives Matter have to do with classical music? Explain it to me.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah. They proposed a lighter focus on Euro-American elite music. Well, God forbid. Everything other than Euro-Americans were banging sticks together until we taught them about brass bands and stuff.
Yeah, and then they invented blues or jazz. Which one was it? I keep forgetting.
I think they invented both, didn't they?
Yeah, I like both.
Yeah, as Billy Bloggs says, they are bitter because there are no black classical composers, which is unsurprising because there were no black people in Europe when the classical composers were alive.
Hmm. I mean, was there even I can't remember if there ever was a black composer. Back there, big as Mozart and all those. It's just mostly just Germans and English people. And a
Basically.
few Spaniards.
Yeah, and the Italians got up to a couple of things, I think. Student of History says both. Jazz came from blues. So there we go.
Yeah.
It was reported that the professor questioning the music curriculum's complicity in white supremacy also proposed a lighter focus on Western music notation, allegedly described in the documents as a colonialist representational system. So we're going to teach you a whole new form of music notation because racism?
Yes, of course.
I don't
It
even... I don't know enough
makes
about
perfect
music to
sense.
explain how stupid that is. Oh, Samuel Coleridge Taylor, at
Perfect
least.
sense.
I've heard of him. What's the problem?
I don't even know who that is. I haven't seen an image of him, and I haven't even heard his
Yeah,
name
I
before.
think I've heard the name before, but who knows. A spokesperson told Classic FM, while retaining and in no way diminishing lyre, our traditional excellence in the critical analysis, history, and performance of the broad range of Western art music. We're exploring ways to enhance our students' opportunity to study a wider range of non-Western and popular music from across the world than is currently on offer, as well as music composition, the psychology and sociology of music, music education, conducting, and much more. Who gives a fuck about the psychology of music?
I mean, if you're a shrink, maybe?
Sure, but then shouldn't it be like an elective over in the psychology department?
I don't know. I mean, I like to listen to music. Music is good. Gives me different moods. Ideas. Oh shit. Sorry, just game.
Yeah, well, that's basically all you need to know about music, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, just playing Legend of Zelda is sort of like a heroic theme right now. Really nice.
Yep, good old base Sky News Australia has
Lovely.
ridiculed the Oxford University idiots over the absurd attempt to decolonize imperial measurement.
About time.
Decolonize measurements. Oxford University plans to remove imperial units from the syllabus. Have been brutally mocked by Australian political commentator Alan Jones. Good. Good.
Yeah, because it has the word empirical in it. Imperial, evil,
Yes.
cruel, monstrous. How dare you?
They'll introduce a new curriculum to teach the history of modern measurement. Why the fuck do you need to teach it? Just shut up and tell them what it is. Oh wait, shouldn't need to because they should be taught that shit in high school.
Yeah, but now you're trying to make sense again.
Yep, the imperial measurement system was first introduced in 1824 through the passing of the British Weights and Measures Act. Yeah, no shit. If you want to conduct trade effectively, you need a reliable system of weights and measures.
Or, Kangs.
Yep, during the era of decolonisation, many newly independent countries decided to ditch imperial measurements in favour of metric units. Well, yes, you would, because metric units are better, but if you want to talk about decolonising, what were the French getting up to in America shortly before the War of Independence?
Good times, funny times, boring stuff. I don't
Yep,
know.
the French colonised everywhere. I mean, friggin' Bonaparte took himself on a trip around the world murdering brown people, leftists.
Yeah. Sounds like a good time, apparently. So I heard in Minecraft.
I'm sure Bonaparte thought it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow,
Shit
only
like
a
that is fun.
fifth of UK universities say they decolonise in curriculum. Some idiot, the NUS Black Students Officer, said the lack of progress on the issue was shocking. I'm sorry, but if you want to learn about bullshit, have you considered going back to Africa? And they will teach you how the shaman calls the lightning.
Yeah, by rubbing his balls to a little child's cheek.
Yeah, probably.
But that is cultural. That is a beautiful culture, which is not even evil at all. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Good stuff.
It's utterly ridiculous. Utterly
I wish I didn't have to
ridiculous.
make jokes like this.
Yeah, as Billy Bloggs says, it shouldn't be happening in any university in the UK. Well, unfortunately, of the 128 universities who responded, 84 said they are committed to making their curriculum more diverse, international, or inclusive. How about if they want an international education, they fuck off internationally? How does that sound? I don't want to talk about shamans after the St. Floyd Memorial, says student of history. Look, Thor is displeased and he has spoken.
Yeah, Zeus, Thor. I mean, many people be like, "Oh, we gotta do with the Chad Zeus because he's the one with the lightning." Bitch, Hammer. Hammer is superior. If anyone thinks anything else, screw you.
Yeah. But on the other hand, apparently, oh, fuck off with your cookie bullshit. So, YouGov said by 3-1, British people think the British Empire is something to be proud of rather than ashamed of. They also tend to think it left its colonies better off, and a third would like it to still exist. Only a third? But fucking based. Utterly fucking
Fascinating.
based. Yep. It's the end of history. God says no fucking idols. Based.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, 59% of British people think that the British Empire is something to be proud of. As they should. It was bloody impressive. It was the largest empire ever. Yep, a third of British people would also say they would like it if Britain still had an empire. 45% say they would not like the empire to exist today. Have they polled the former British colonies to see if they'd like to still be a colony?
Really?
Bet they would. Bet they fucking would.
I mean, isn't it sort of like a thing that most places want to be a colony nowadays? They wouldn't mind it.
Well, Hong Kong would fucking love to be a British colony.
Yeah.
Student History says, how about the British Empire should be a thing? From the Jamaicans' perspective, yeah, man!
That sounds more like it.
And of course the Guardian whines about it, I'm sure. The results were described as alarming by some loser who is leading a campaign for Britain to erect a new memorial to the transatlantic slave trade. Why do we need to have a memorial, which so far failed to attract government backing? Yeah, the memorial to the transatlantic slave trade was the fact that England paid off ending it a couple of years ago. There's your fucking memorial, you scum. Well, the Netherlands are pretty based, though. Half of Dutch respondents said it was something to be proud of, their imperial history. Good for them. I approve.
That's really nice.
Yeah, Germans aren't pretty proud of it, but they've got a bad history. Yeah, there we go. Prince of Wales back in 2018 where he apologised for British Empire's slave trade. He shouldn't. He should have told them to be fucking grateful that England ended it. And he was so odd, he was probably there.
I mean, wouldn't surprise anyone.
There are people who do not recognise the contribution that people of African heritage make to this country. People of African heritage have made jack shit contribution to England. That's the point. It's England, not South Africa.
Nothing. It's embarrassing, actually. But we can't say that because, oh, no, that'd be racist.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, when they say, look at it by Remain voters and Leave voters, would you like Britain to still have an empire? 16% of Remain voters said yes, and 66% said no. Well, if they like Europe so much, maybe we should send them there. Send them to France. Yeah. So Billy Blog says, yeah, we have only recently finished paying the debt from ending the fucking slave trade. Yeah, there's your fucking monument. The British ended it. The British decided that it was wrong, and they fucking destroyed it. But Billy Blogs also says that the contribution people of African heritage make to England is knife crime.
Yeah. Isn't it, don't you know, it's really cultural and blessed and nice and... Yeah, I got nothing. I can't. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
It is. So, that's basically everything from today's episode of The Lotus Eaters. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this segment from the Sultans of Shadilay podcast.
If you like this segment, please click like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out the full podcast in the description below.